Hey guys, welcome to the Skylines. My name is Capital C and today we're creating something that I like very much. As you can see right now we're in an area you may not have seen before, and that is correct. We're in basically the ghetto of our city. I figured every major American city has some sort of a low residential area, a low economy area, and I wanted one as well because I always love the atmosphere in the games that we play. And I figured let's create an area ourselves. So it's kind of a mix between two areas that I really focused on. It's the projects in New York, the brick housing, the public housing, and the hood from Los Angeles. This city that I'm creating is based on those two cities, and it's also a bit like Chicago as well. But I figured that's the ghetto. Let's make it like that. So here we are in like the brick housing. Public housing of New York, which I very much love it. I love it to bits. I really do. It turned out so great, and it took such a long time to record and to make, but it was worth every single second. And this is by far the most favorite area I've ever created. It's not finished yet. I still need to do some decals and some detail work on the roads, because I decided that we needed maybe some decals on there to make the roads a bit more cracked and a bit more old. But yeah, I'm in love with the area. You're gonna see the time-lapse in a second, but I'm just gonna show you around just a tiny bit and give you a little bit of a sneak preview. This is kind of the area that is based on Los Angeles. We got like public housing here on the right, which you can see here, like a major complex of city buildings, and we got some shops and all that kind of stuff on the left. There's a crime scene here, and yeah, that's downtown back there, which looks absolutely massive from here, but that's the goal we're trying to create here. The city really, with this area, is taking shape right now. There's also a lot of dry grass and just green and brown tints of plants and stuff around this area, just to make it, very realistic. I'm just gonna pause the game right now for the frame rate, and also because the sun is going down. I'm just gonna show you, tiny little areas like this. We got lots of trash on the floor, old TVs, just pipes and all that kind of stuff. And it's for sale. I think you see those quite a lot, those signs. But then we turn around and we see the brick housing from New York. We're gonna get a little overview here of this area, which was the first area. The time-lapse is basically two different time-lapses, and yeah, it's 2 different weeks I recorded it. The first week was this area which you're seeing right now, and the second week was that area, which is a bit larger and a bit more detailed, but I tried my best detailing this in that episode as well. We also have a school, which I don't think it suits the area very well. It is fenced in and all, and has a sport field and whatever, but I just don't feel like this belongs here. So if there's a different building that fits in this area a bit more or a bit better, then let me know in the comments. I would like to know. Please suggest that to me. There's a Ferrari parked out here. That's kind of weird. That's the cars that we see a lot in America, right? The Suburban, that's a more Japanese car, like a Toyota or something. Ford Expedition. I know a couple of these cars, but not a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna shut up now and let you watch the time-lapse and hope you enjoy. After the time-lapse we're gonna do a bit more detailed tour of this area, so keep an eye out for that. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Probably my favorite video of this series yet, and that's this one. So enjoy.
faster than more. So much faster than more. thought we'd never be much faster. Before you came round, I was ready to slow down. Before you came round, I was heading for a small disaster. Before you came round, I was ready to blow me down. Let it go, make my body go. Take our bodies higher and higher and higher. We can go until the morning glow. We can go higher and higher. Before I was found, I felt like I could drain the ocean. Before I was found, I didn't wanna breathe out. And my soul beats a sound loud enough to quiet the thunder. The love with no doubt. And now I'm never gonna slow down. Never gonna slow down.
said, don't you, oh, baby. So I thought I needed. So I thought I needed. Thought I needed. So I thought I needed.
That's a time lapse. I hope you enjoyed. I really did enjoy making it. Here and there are some imperfections, as you can see, and also there was quite a bit of a situation with death care. I hope that's all fixed now. I've had just massive death waves in areas, and I've plopped down lots of cemeteries and all that kind of stuff, and hopefully I can fix it. Otherwise I'm gonna have to delete the buildings and plop them down again, and hopefully it will fix then. But this is one of my favorite shots of the area. We got the metro line here, which isn't up and running yet. This is gonna be the New York subway, the overground version. You can see the LA houses, the shotgun houses are those, and the public housing from New York, which just they mix in rather well actually. I didn't expect them to look this good together. It is a bit of a rough edge, a bit of a hard cut from those houses to these ones, but you know, I actually really like that. I like the mix of the two cities and really bring the atmosphere together. We're gonna be creating more of this area sooner or later, but for now this is pretty much done, except for the roadways. We're gonna have to create those. There's stuff that is gonna be gone in the future, but they have to be here because everything was burning up, so I had to place down a fire station. But we can see the metro line isn't finished. This leaves a whole area for more hood stuff or low residential area, and there's gonna be a big empty space. It's gonna be a massive park in between of these areas to separate them, because that's the middle class neighborhood is gonna be on that side, and the higher class neighborhood is gonna be on there. But as you can see, those areas are quite close together, so we're gonna have to find a way to maybe separate it a bit, or make it realistic, to say the least. Back to the area we created. There is lots and lots of different buildings. This is an overview, but I just love how it looks. It might not look as detailed from above as it does from up close, because that's how the prop decal range is. Unfortunately, we cannot do anything about that yet. There is no plugin or no mod for that, but nonetheless, it looks awesome. We're gonna go into a bit more detail. This is, of course, the projects from New York. Stuyvesant or something it's called. I really don't know. But I love this area, and I've tried to make it as realistic as possible. They have lots of grass and lots of green with those black fences around them, so that's what I did on pretty much every block. And then the brick housing is here, which looks amazing. There is a couple buildings that I still have to place down. That's those ones back there. These are a bit taller, and that's the Bronx from New York. Those are those buildings. They're gonna be plopped down back there and here to make a nice flow into downtown. Then we have the railway, which isn't up and running as well as the metro, but there's gonna be a train going right through the neighborhood, and it has a station, so people stop there as well and can get out, Public transport is something that is very important in an area like this, because not everyone can afford a car. So I really try to make it as realistic as possible and have lots of public transport around here. Now we go to the complex, which was the first thing we laid down in the first part of the time lapse. It looks like this. It's very simple. It's not very detailed in here. I am trying to preserve a little bit of the prop limit, but on some other areas like these houses, it didn't really work out. You can see the frame rate is it's going a bit bad, but it's still doable. But yeah, it's detailed enough, I think, to make it look awesome. The area might be a bit too large, so there's not going to be any more of these houses anywhere else in the city. I think this is the only area with these kind of blocks of houses, because it's quite a large area. Then we get to the shotgun houses, which, you know, I absolutely love, especially when you go down to like eye level or something, or a bit higher, and you have downtown in the background. You have those date palm trees, which I think these are the exact ones that are in Los Angeles, or at least very much lookalikes, and they just give such a good atmosphere with the city. I just love being on this level of camera point of view. As I said, the roads still have to be detailed a bit, and I'm gonna prop those up as well with the decals, just to make it look epic. And that's really the thing we're gonna go for here. I want to make this area like the best you've ever seen in City Skylines, and that's the realistic factor. You know, cars parked in the front yard. I hope this is realistic. I've never been to an area like this. The only area that we have here is not really comparable with anything like this on the American level. But yeah, I just don't know. Let me know if you think it's realistic or not. I tried my best. I used Google Earth, Google Maps, Google whatever, and I used pictures of different hoods from different cities. And I hope I made it as realistic as possible. But yeah, that's not very realistic there. So we're gonna keep our back. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's decals. I just love this little part here where you can drive on the highway, and then immediately on your right, as you can see here, there's a footpath. People walk there. There's electricity cables, and there's buildings. I think I love this area a lot, and I'm gonna try my best to keep the city as detailed as this area. Hopefully we can create something as epic as this in every part of the city. Hopefully soon we're gonna connect all the dots up. I'm gonna get out of this view right now so we can move around a bit faster. Hopefully soon we're gonna connect everything up. We can connect this area up to the major downtown city. But in the next episodes, or we're gonna be working on the airport. There's a massive bridge there. I might keep that or I might delete it. But we need an airport. The city is starting to grow and people are starting to live here. So we need an airport. We need public transport. Hopefully in the next episodes we can get that fixed and up and running. But I also want to make a central park kind of area. I've had an idea to make a sunken park. My plan is to make it into downtown, underneath the highway and up into this area. So we're gonna be truly creating a large area for the park. But I think it's doable. I think it's gonna look awesome. Hopefully it will, and hopefully we can start on that soon. I'm just you know, people said in the comment section, build an airport. I'm just not too sure on what area we want to build the airport in, because this is quite far away from the city. So that's why I don't really want to build it there. But here we cannot build it because of the mountain range. That's a bit too dangerous. This is also going to be upper class probably, and that's going to be upper class as well. So it's not going to be very realistic to have an airport here. I might sacrifice one of the Coney Island beaches for an airport right here, but then again, the mountain range is not going to make that very realistic. So I'm struggling a bit. Hopefully we can find a way or a solution. This might be the good area to build it in. Planes can fly up and down here without any problem. So this is definitely a good spot to make it in. I just don't know for sure yet. Anyways, that's the episode for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I sure did. This area will be finished up off screen. So no more time lapses of these blocks to create in and to fill in. I'm gonna do that off screen, and I'm gonna do that another time. But hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Let me know what y'all think of it, and I hope to see you in the next one, of course. Take care guys, you're awesome, and bye bye.